Hey farming peeps, Toster12 here. How we doing? Well, it's time for another lunchtime discussion. And it's up on us, and it's coming up on us quick. Farming Simulator 22. November 22nd, it will be released. Many of you have pre-orders. Many of you are still hopeful. Uh, as old timer Dave says, uh, he's cautiously optimistic. And I have to agree. And yeah, and I say that lightly, actually. 2 months ago, you could have asked me, and would have told you that I'm reluctantly excited, kind of, in a way, sort of. And the reason being that with me is because the hype and everything that was put out, and our hype, and everything just that entailed and encompassed the release of FS19. And then the release of FS19 came, and initially we was like, oh, ooh, and ah, and okay. It was a revamped FS17. Granted, it, it, it had the lackluster. I wasn't impressed. I mean, I was initially because it was something new, and I had high hopes. But, I mean, to put it bluntly, and I just don't want to be that mean, it was a letdown. But on that token, it became what it is today, which was an ever expanding FS19. And when I say ever expanding, we got mods and things in the game. So, I mean, honestly, the modding tool. I mean, we could terraform the land. We could change the layout of the land, of the map. I mean, there was bugs. There was bugs in everything. It's computer. It's electronics. It's going to happen, especially with computer programming. But it was an ever expanding game, an ever expanding world. I mean, there is thousands of maps for FS19 and thousands of mods, some better than others. As you all know, I didn't hold anything back on some of the mods. Granted, whether it be a bucket, a rake, a harvester, or a tractor, or a map, they're all great mods because the modder that made those, no matter if it was the bucket or the rake or a map or a harvester, a tractor, or a truck, doesn't matter. Everything from the John Deere harvester to the TLX to the bucket, the pail, the rake, the hoe, it doesn't matter. You done something I can't do. You've done something I've not tried to do. And to be frankly honest, it scares me because there is a level of knowledge, there's a level of skill that is entailed into making those mods that I either don't want to be found or I don't want to try to find it. One or the other. With that being said, kudos once again to all the modders. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You make this game great. Giants has graciously given you a platform to work with. And every one of y'all have done amazing. Granted, I do like a few modders better than I do others because I don't like bartering and dealing for likes and votes and everything. If you build it, they will come. If you're good enough, it'll happen. Just simple life's games right there. No pun intended. But with FS22 on the horizon, we're hopefully going to see a next set of mods and modders that are second to none. And I see that happening. I really do. I see that happening. Giants has given the modders a platform that they can build. If they build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. It'll happen. Be patient, grasshopper. So far, since early September, late August, early September, up until today, which is October 29th, if I've counted correctly, we have had 40 fact sheets drop from Giants on equipment and stuff that's in game. I will put a link to that in the description and the stuff down below. I'm not going to list all the fact sheets and I'm not going to place them in here. Most of you have already seen them. Most of you have already seen videos on them. Most of you know where they're at. If you don't, there will be a link down below that you can go check out. That'll have all the fact sheets. And I'm still cautiously optimistic, but the closer November 22nd gets here, the less cautious I am because the anticipation is building. And it's like a kid in the candy store. You can't wait till you get there, but then you don't know what to choose because you don't know what to do, and you're just excited because you're there. Well, I'm excited because it's coming out. It's going to be amazing. I seriously think so. I'm hoping so. Let me put it that way. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping this is not another FS19. From everything I've seen, I truly think this is going to be the next step in the farming simulation. This, hopefully, in my opinion, is what FS19 should have been. That is what I'm hoping for. And I'm not going to harp on Giants. I think they've done an excellent job. Granted, I know they have a budget, and I know things happen. It's electronics and it's business. And the business side of it, probably none of us know, and probably none of us will ever know, because there's different branches. In making a video game, you can't just have one section in the office and you make it in one building. There is different proprietary businesses involved across the continent, across the world. I mean, it's just they're located everywhere. Then they all come together for one common goal to make this one game, and they're all making and working on different aspects of it. That in and of itself is an impeccable feat, and I congratulate Giants on that. I'm hoping this is what 19 should have been, and I see it. I honestly, I want to believe it, and I want to see it. It could happen, and we all want to see that because we all love the game. It's the thrill of it, the ever-growing, vast changes, the new maps, the new machinery, the mods. I do wish Giants would let loose a little bit on some of that. Uh, the I'm on PC right now. I'm recording this and making this on PC. Uh, I've also got the Xbox S, the Xbox X, the PS4, and the PS5. Release a little bit on the consoles. On each of my consoles, I have over 8 terabytes of storage on each of those consoles. But I can only use 4 gigabytes of mods. That's just a drop in the water. That's just a drop in the bucket. I mean, come on. Release a little bit. Allow the console users to use the benefit and the power of their console. Especially with this next generation, there's no excuse. There is no excuse to hold back the next generation consoles. I mean, because in all honesty, they are a miniature computer. Granted, the one I'm working with now is by far not a miniature computer, but nonetheless, they can handle it. Give them a shot. Modders, push giants. Don't push them to the aspect where you hurt yourself. But don't push them to the limits, but push them. Every now and then, someone needs a little nudge. Let's try this. Let's give it a trial run. Why not? Giants, you need to give reasonings why. Don't just say it doesn't meet community standards or it doesn't meet the guidelines. Give me a definitive answer of what guideline it doesn't meet. If it's the wrong shade of purple, tell me it's the wrong shade of purple. Don't tell me check the guidelines. That's not a valid excuse, in my opinion. Tell me what's wrong so it can be fixed. That's the whole gist of it. And things will get done a lot easier and a lot quicker. And I was telling one of my good friends earlier. We was talking back and forth on chat because some stuff had came up and was talking. And I told him, I said, you can't please 100% of the people 50% of the time. You can't even please 50% of the people 100% of the time. You just have to do what you do and go on. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people that don't like you. You're going to have enemies. I have people that don't like me. I have people that don't agree with me. I don't care. Right now, I have a little 9-week-old dachshund puppy that's biting my finger, and me and her's fixing to fight. She woke up during the middle of this. Uh, however, uh, with the 40 fact sheets that's out, I'm actually intrigued. Not actually as what's there, but what's to come. What do we not know yet? We can speculate and we can see and we can hash things around, but we're not going to know until November 22nd. We're not going to have a clue. And I know this isn't my typical lunchtime discussion. However, this may be a new era. It's possible. All we can do is check and see. I just found out the other day that there are mods for FS15. I was blown away. I've always played FS15 on console. There's no mods but what Giants give you, and that was it. I was looking the other day, and there is a vast amount of mods for PC on FS15. I was astounded. Now, guess what game I'm getting? FS15. I love the game. I know it's crazy, but I love that game. It's amazing. So, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited? Are you waiting? Have you pre-ordered? Have you not pre-ordered? What do you think about the upcoming FS22? And are you cautiously optimistic as well? So, I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's up on us, less than a month away. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping this is what 19 should have been. And I truly, truly want to believe that. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm kind of wondering myself, uh, like a census, if you will, of everyone's thoughts. So there you have it for this time. I know it was mild. It's not the normal one. I've got stuff reserved. Don't worry. More lunchtime discussions in the future. And until next time, we'll catch you later.